Good morning. Today is Wednesday, August 13th. And today I want to talk about fear. What are you afraid of? What's your fear? Fear means false evidence appearing real. What are you afraid of? Why aren't you going for the things that you want? What is that one thing that's stopping you from living your dreams? I had a friend of mine not too long ago call me. He was all upset. He received an IRS letter, and it was kind of funny. But at the end of it, the process, it was funny. But up front, I noticed and I saw the fear in his face. He thought that he owed the IRS some money. He thought that he may be going to jail. He thought that his accountant somehow made a mistake and now they're coming after him and he's going to lose his business, he's going to lose his home, he's going to lose his other property that he owns. Fear. See, to make a long story short, the letter that he received was actually telling him he overpaid. So they wanted him to fill out a form so he could get a refund. But because of fear, it caused him to think that everything around him, that everything that he loved, everything that he worked so hard for, he was trying to protect those things. Fear made him think those were the things that he was going to lose. Fear. False evidence appearing real. What is that one thing that you need to conquer? Find out what it is, write it down. Write out your fears. Look those things square in the face and stand up to them. Pick out the one that you want and go after it. You have to face your fears at some point. Remember, fear, false evidence appearing real. See, a lot of the damage is not done by the thing. A lot of the damage is done by what you're thinking, about your thoughts. And thoughts are real. Thoughts, ideas are real. Those things are real. You can become so afraid and so fearful of something that it can cause your body to act a certain way. It's not good. Your blood pressure can go up. Your heart rate can speed up. All because of something that your mind is telling you, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. And everything around that fear, it causes everything around you to become negative. See, if you weren't afraid of that thing, whatever it is that you're dealing with, why can't it be something positive? Why can't you think positive things? Why does everything have to be negative? To have courage, you must have fear. But you have to be courageous enough to say, listen, you have to be courageous enough to say, I'm going to take control of my life. I'm not going to run from something that I don't think is an issue. It's really not an issue. Stand up to that thing. And this morning, by the sound of my voice, there are a lot of women out there that are in abusive relationships. And they're afraid. They don't know how to get out of that thing. They don't know how to get their children from around this abusive relationship. Well, you have to get help for that. You have to seek help for that. You have to have a plan for that. You have to get out of that. Because that next lick, that next hit could be the last one. If you turn on your television, you're seeing domestic violence all over the place. Fear, false evidence appearing real. And for those ladies and those people that are living in fear, that are in abusive relationships, you have to get out of that. You have to take your control back. You have to get out of that. You have to have a plan. You have to seek help. Look around you. The resources are there. I know it's easier said than done, But you have to get out of that. You have to live your life more abundantly. That's why you were brought to this world. You can't continue living in fear. Now, once you can conquer those fears, you will feel like the king and queen that you really are. Then at the end of the day, you can look back over that fear and you'll say, oh my, I was afraid of that. Now, I'm not saying that you can go, if you're afraid of heights, you get in some airplane and jump out without your parachute. Now, I'm not saying do that. I'm saying make plans. Stay in control. You be in control. You don't let fear control you. False evidence appearing real. See, fear has caused a lot of people to not be promoted, to not live their dreams, to not have the things that they've dreamed about, to live a life in depression, stress, worry. That's not that's not how you should live. You should live a controlled life. You should be in control of your life. You should make your own decisions and not make decisions because of something that you're afraid of. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Again, write down the things. Find those things that you're afraid of, that you're most afraid of. It could be something that happened when you were a child. It could be a dog. It could be anything. If it's just heights, if it's whatever it is, you face that fear. You write it down and you make a plan and you look it square in the face and say, I'm going to deal with you. And you conquer that. Fear. Today is the day that you make a decision that you're going to take your life back. Fear. Face it, conquer it, and live the life, that great life, that abundant life, that comfortable life that you know that you're supposed to live. Be encouraged.